Hello guys, welcome to SteveKnows. Welcome back to part 3 of the top 10 Oculus Quest must-plays. That's 30 amazing games in total that you can enjoy on your Oculus Quest from today. Some of you may have recently got an Oculus Quest this holiday season. Some of you may have had a Quest for a while and wondering, what games can I play? What's good? What can I enjoy right now and have an epic virtual reality experience? Well, let's go over 10 more games that I hope you'll like. Let's get started. Cookout is a quirky title from Resolution Games where you can embody a crazy chef and you have to run a kitchen in order to satisfy the customers that are getting rather hungry. You can play alone or online with people, and it's all about communication as you all have different ingredients available to you. So to complete an order, you will need to work like a well-oiled machine. Some customers are fussy though, and it will require you to have a very neat delivery. All about the presentation. Some are very hungry and have huge orders. Some are impatient. You get the idea. You can also customize yourself and your workstation as you progress so you can show off your high-tier chef skills. It's a simple game that you can easily play until the headset dies, and a perfect fit for friends and family of all ages. Think of this as the Overcooked, but for virtual reality, and it currently has a holiday season update so you can even feed Santa and his reindeer. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, the game that needs no introduction, that took the virtual reality space by surprise, and is now easily one of the top few games you'd recommend to any virtual reality gamer. And it's a miracle how well this game has performed on the Oculus Quest. Well done to Skydance Interactive. Easily one of the most packed, well-rounded, fully fledged games on the ecosystem. This is set in New Orleans and not related to the TV show. The Walking Dead is a zombie survival game where you will scavenge resources to make new unlockables such as supplements and weapons to help you achieve objectives. It has many survival traits such as stamina, so you do get tired and you can feel your arms getting very heavy. Weapons can break, you have to scavenge, you'll be low on ammo so you have to preserve it, and many more. There are also tons of weapons for you to enjoy as well, so you can get really creative trying to kill zombies, whether you like to shoot or get up close. This one has a bit of fear, a bit of action, just a great game. Lies Beneath, as if I can't speak about this game enough. I'm almost as tired as some of you may be as I talk about this game a lot, so this is the last time in this must-play list it goes. One of my favourite games on Quest that I adore playing. It's scary, it's full of action, it's stunning, with its cel-shaded art style. As a Resident Evil fan, this game ticks all the boxes in something I want from a virtual reality experience. You play Mai, who's come back from college to your town of Slumber, and it's been overrun by evil forces. You search for your father and look to save the town. The game's designed like a comic book, so you engage with the story like a living, breathing comic book. It's great. The game doesn't fail to keep me on the edge of my seat either, as I'm always tense thinking about what's around the corner, what was that noise? And other times, it's just full-on action as I'm blasting enemies away with shotguns, getting headshots, or throwing axes at zombie-like creatures' heads. It's very well made, plays superb, one of my favourite virtual reality experience that's stuck with me. This is a single player experience though, no multiplayer. Population 1, easily the most loved, at least at this point in time, multiplayer game on the Oculus Quest. It's a community favourite, a battle royale game, and as you'd expect in a battle royale, you get dropped in a game where you have to scavenge resources and weapons as you battle it out against other teams and try to be the last team standing. The game has a style that doesn't take itself too seriously, which really works for me, and they seem to have nailed the idea of making friends and having a positive interaction online in this game. Making friends is as easy as just bumping fists. It also has a vertical mechanic as well, allowing you to climb buildings and towers for better vantage points, and then glide away from a conflict that you will not win. As you progress, you get new weapon skins and new characters for customization. There is no pay to win here, although there are microtransactions for special skins and characters, but you don't need to get them, they are only cosmetic. I'm a big fan of this one, it's crazy addictive. You'll play this game until your headset dies, I promise you. Echo Arena. This is a free game, and why hasn't Echo Arena been on this list before? We're on part 3, this should have already been here. Echo Arena is a free online sports game set in zero gravity. You play against people from all over the world in what's described as space football or space hockey. The aim of the game is to throw the disc into the opponent's goal and get the highest score possible. But that's easier said than done. This is a game that is difficult to master and has a lot of quirks, but it's very addictive. So in game you'll pass between players and even punch players to stun them. This paralyzes them, giving you a chance to take the disc and go for goal. So this game is free, you've got nothing to lose, and it supports crossplay. Enjoy. Also, it now supports 90 Hz on the Oculus Quest 2. But warning, you may get some kid trying to hump your face. SHAMAN. This game is a little gem that I loved. I'm a big RPG fan, a retro gamer at heart, and this game has a style of one, and it just fills me with joy, and it has a great soundtrack to boot. Many games seem to overlook the music and audio, but this game has focused on it. The idea of the game is you've got some magical powers as a champion of biodiversity, which is fitting for the modern day and age. You travel across the universe from planet to planet, saving them from mechanical enemies. And to do this, you have to use gestures that conjure up abilities and attack the enemies with, whilst also having to be aware of your environment and physically dodge oncoming fire. This game requires intense concentration for dodging, attacking, conjuring up magic, and combining that with a fantastic soundtrack really allows you to get immersed. This is a hard game, make no mistake, and it's just had an Oculus Quest 2 overhaul and now supports 90 Hz. So if you're looking for a Quest 2 enhanced game that looks fantastic and is a challenge, especially if you're new to the platform, look no further. In Death Unchained. A game that I started out, I have to be honest here, I didn't enjoy. But after several updates that have changed the gameplay and locomotion mechanics, plus additional game modes, I actually really enjoy this title now. Well done to Superbright. And it's also a game that a lot of the community love, as it was originally released on PC VR back in VR's infancy. It's a roguelike shooter where you have to use a bow and arrow to attack the enemies as you battle through heaven, purgatory, and hell to try and restore balance to the spiritual realms. These realms are procedurally generated, so every time you die and dive back in again, you won't be entirely sure what awaits you, so you have to rely on upskilling rather than your memory. As you progress, you can unlock upgrades and arrow abilities that you can use to change your playstyle, so it's not only about a basic bow and arrow every time. This game really is considered a must-play if you enjoy your bow and arrow mechanics, and I'd like to add that the developer here has been fantastic with communicating with the community and making a game that they want and enjoy, so just kudos to you guys. BLASTON. This game seriously surprised me. I wasn't expecting much, but it was just so much fun, and it's very addictive. It's got that just one more game element to it. Let me just play one more game. A very simple premise where you have a loadout that will randomly appear around you that you have to grab and shoot the enemy with. These guns vary and you have limited ammo, so you have to be accurate. You also have to dodge oncoming fire, which sometimes puts you in a rather awkward position in real life as you crawl around the floor to try and avoid a shot. The person who loses all of their health first loses. A fantastic online game, especially with friends, and if you've got 2 quests, you can play this with the same account, so even better for local battles. As you progress, you get points which can be spent in store to unlock new platforms, new weapons, new characters, and more. Resolution Games did a doozy on this game. I know many people were very impressed about how fun it was. A very simple game that's incredibly addictive and fun. Until You Fall, one of my favourite virtual reality games, not just on the Oculus Quest, but in VR overall. It's a close combat roguelike game where you have to battle it out through stages, clearing all the enemies in your path. And at the end of each one, you get to choose an upgrade, whether that be ether to purchase upgrades in your hub, additional health, stat boosts to make you stronger. The game also looks and plays brilliantly on the Oculus Quest. It has an awesome use of colour. The enemies also get harder and harder as you progress, as you'd expect, but they have such a variety that requires different approaches to beat them. So when an enemy attacks you, you either have to move out of the way, dodge it, or block it with your weapon. This is one of the best close combat experiences on the Oculus Quest, and one that gets tough, and it really puts you in that state of flow where time just flies by. Very addictive gameplay, as it's easy to learn, but hard to master, especially on its hardest difficulty. You have a variety of weapons to choose from as well that will fit your playstyle, and different magical abilities that you can activate in game that could perhaps give you the edge. I am very confident that you will love this one. Jurassic World, a newly released game for the Quest, but it's got a mixed reception, which I've seen online and on forums, but everyone I know that's played it has loved it. It's got the same gameplay style as Alien Isolation, where you are a passive player, and you have to try and avoid the dinosaurs that are lurking around the environment or they're going to eat you. If you see one, run. Hide in a locker or under a table fast. It does a great job at maintaining tension as you play. It has a cel-shaded art style as well that looks incredibly crisp on the Quest 2 and means the game runs perfectly. I've not seen any glitches or any issues even on launch day for this game. You've just crash landed at the park and it's been overrun by dinosaurs and you're trying to escape. If you like slower paced games and ones that can put you on edge as you progress through each room, look no further. Gameplay is around 3 to 4 hours, and for a game that's $18.99 or $25, I personally don't think that that's bad at all. And they've got more content to come in 2021. Well, that's it from me today, guys. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I hope there was a game there that piqued your interest that you can go try out, because there are some challenging ones, there are some fun ones, some stunning ones on this list that I know you are going to enjoy. So please subscribe to the channel for more virtual reality content. I've got tons of it. Go check out the channel. Thanks to my patrons, you absolute legend, and happy gaming, guys. Good day!